After 2006, they improved the system. First of all, they are a big and almost heavy organization, and they learn. So they upgrade the system in few manners. First of all, they almost triple the amount of rockets of three types: the short range, the medium range, and the long range. The long range are in the Baka, not here. 80 kilo, 55, 60 kilometers, but they can reach Tel Aviv. The short range, you cannot see it, but I will tell you something about everywhere. And the medium range is probably above the Litani. I'm not telling any secret. Everything is information that was public now, the system. And there is a well-organized system built in the ground of IED, booby traps, bombs on the way. Everything is in the place, not to be put in the day in the day. It's already there. Almost you need just to pull the trigger and it will operate. Another thing, they build the system in the villages. In each village you can see, without coming to further details, they have headquarters, they have barracks, they have shelters that have to do three things. The first is to control. Now it's a big organization. The control system is a control that, of course, we can affect it between the villages and the headquarter of the region and the headquarter in the back in Beirut or Sidon. Another thing is to launch rockets. I will tell something about this. And the third is to prevent us maneuvering over there. This is the three aims. Now, Hezbollah deteriorates from us. That's for sure. But they triple their forces. They change the system, but they have a very good system. The system based on ground alignment that is ready for action every day, inside the cities and in the nature game reserve. They have two kinds of soldiers. Activator from the local village, which is less than half of the forces, and enforcement, some of them reserve forces, that will come from the north in the day of action. And of course they have a regional unit, as Yar said, and special unit. Most of the special units now on that border
are in Syria.
Yeah, I forgot to say one very important issue. Their unit, the regional unit, each unit has an area in Israel. They are not common, they are specified. Each village...
A target, you say a target?
Each village has a target in Israel. This one is going to Tiberias, this one is going to north of Haifa, this one is going. And now, the short range, they have a short range target. The medium range, they can have Hadera, for example, which is more than 60 kilometers, and the long range is long above the Litani. They have Tel Aviv or something like this, but they don't find targets. They are automatically designed just to launch. The weapon is on a steady launcher, aimed specifically. They can't change it.
They can move it.
No, it's aimed towards a specific target in his region. Now, they don't mind who will stay in that region. Now, what shall I do if I see this shooting from Aita Ashab, for example? What shall I say to where our Dutch colleague, to Mr. Schoolhof in Scheveningen, and what shall I say to Ms. Smith in Berlin, and Mr. Jensen in wonderful Copenhagen, which is the wonderful city in Europe? Don't bargain about it. What shall I tell them? What shall I do as an army commander? Shall I demolish this house without looking who is inside, because they shoot Israel? And even by the international law, I am allowed to act in the same level of force comparing to what shall they do there.